Good morning, Year 1. Welcome to Wednesday's English. So we've been thinking about Tiddler this week, haven't we? And you yesterday wrote some ideas of things that Tiddler might have said when he went into school and he was late, because he came up with so many different tall tales, as they say in the story, tales that aren't true. So we've thought so far up to the point where he's had different ideas about different stories he's told, but today we're going to think about the point where he gets stuck in the net. So if we look at the book, it says, he didn't hear the fisherman, he didn't spot the net, and he gets stuck in a net, okay? And then if we have a little look, how does he feel as he gets stuck in that net? So there's a picture here which you can also see on your screen. Can you spot Tiddler? He looks so small, doesn't he, with all the other fish in the sea. How do you think he's feeling? It says he swam around in circles, he shivered in the seaweed. So our job today is to describe how Tiddler was feeling when he got caught in the net. Okay, and remember, when he gets caught in the net, he then hears something, doesn't he? It says, but then he heard a story that he knew. Tiddler rode a seahorse, Tiddler met a mermaid, Tiddler met a turtle whose saving was good, and so on. So I'm wondering, there could be a few different things that he might feel. So your job today is to describe how you think Tiddler might have felt on that adventure that he went on, so his real adventure when he got stuck in the net, okay? So you might think about the first part when he first gets stuck in the net, or you might think about how he's feeling a little bit further on when he is hearing his tale. You might think about that, okay? So it's up to you when you write about him, but it's from the moment that he gets stuck in the net, okay? And your task is to write how you think Tiddler was feeling and why, okay? So you need to be using that word because to explain why you think something, okay? So the little sentence stem I got for you is Tiddler felt because So you need to think about the feeling. How do you think he was feeling? Maybe you've got more than one feeling you think, and then explain why. So I've been thinking, and I think he did have a range of different feelings. I wonder, before I share my thinking, can you have a little chat at home or at school? How do you think Tiddler felt through those different times? Okay, so pause the video now to do that. Okay, well done, Year 1. So I'm thinking about the start of when he first gets in the net. I'm thinking, oh, I think he might have been quite scared. It's look at him here with this big scary fish, and he looks tiny, doesn't he? But I don't think I'm going to write about that part. I think I've got another idea how he might have felt. When he started to hear his story, I think, this is just my thing, you might have a different idea to me, I think he might have felt a little bit excited because he was going to have a real life adventure to be able to tell to everybody. So that's what I'm going to write about today, Year 1. So Tiddler felt, starting with a big capital letter, his name and the start of a sentence. Tiddler felt, I'm going to write excited. It's a really tricky one to spell. Tiddler felt excited, I'm going to write because. I'm going to explain why. And I think Tiddler felt excited because he finally got to go on an, I need to move this over, an adventure. Tiddler felt excited because he finally got to go on an adventure. I'm not going to stop there, I'm going to add some more. What could I say? Tiddler felt excited because he finally got to go on an adventure. He always wanted to have a real life adventure. He always wanted to have a real life adventure, not... No, I'm not going to write that. I'm going to put a full stop there, I think. That's why I'm thinking about my sentence before I write it. He always wanted to have a real life adventure, full stop. He told lots of tales, but he wanted one story to be true. Okay, so that's what I think. Tiddler felt excited because he finally got to go on an adventure. He always wanted to have a real life adventure. He told lots of tales, but he wanted one story to be true. So that's how I think Tiddler felt. You might think completely different, or you might like to write about maybe the first part, because I do think he might have felt scared at first, I chose which feeling I wanted to talk about. Okay, so your job is to write how you think Tiddler's feeling from when he gets caught in the net up until he gets reunited with his schoolmates. Okay, so when you're writing, I really want you to think about those capital letters, full stops, finger spaces are the most important. I also want you to think about your handwriting, cursive handwriting. Remember, if you've got tall ascending letters, they need to be clear than the small ones, and the descending letters need to go under the line. I'd like to see all your writing on the line. I'd like to see that you have used your phonics as best as you can. Okay, you don't need to spell every word perfectly, do you? But you need to be able to show that you can use your phonics. And I'd like to see that you've read through your writing once you've done it. And if you need to go back and make edits, that's fine, isn't it? Because sometimes you think, well, actually, I might need to change that, okay? It's really important to read through your writing after you've done it. So I'm going to read mine one more time. Tiddler felt excited because he finally got to go on an adventure. He always wanted to have a real-life adventure. He told lots of tales, but he wanted one story to be true. Okay, so I'm really happy with what I've written. Got all my capital letters and full stops. I've got my finger spaces. If I was writing this by hand, I'd have my cursive writing. Yes, I'm really happy with that, okay? Don't forget to use this word because to explain why you think things, okay? So year one, I really look forward to reading your next short burst of writing about Tiddler. It's really exciting that we're doing little snippets of things this week. So good luck with your writing. Don't forget to put it on Class Dojo, and I will see you tomorrow to see what we're going to get up to next with Tiddler. Bye, everyone.